yesterday we had discussion about three moods of material nature, कैसे जो प्रकृति के तीन गुण हैं वो हमें बांधते हैं और हमें मूर्ख बनाते हैं। हम समझते हैं कि जो तीन गुण हैं जो हमें दिखा रहे हैं समझा रहे हैं वही सत्य है। सो रजोगुण तमोगुण सतोगुण तीनों जो है हमें अपने हाथों की कठपुतली बना देते हैं। लेकिन जो हम लोगों ने कल समझा था उसके विपरीत एक और जो परिस्थिति है वो आज हम समझेंगे, वो है प्योर डिवोटीज की परिस्थिति। दे हैव डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ मेंटेलिटी। तो कल हम लोग समझते थे भगवान कृष्ण वो तीनों गुणों से परे हैं। वो तीन गुण उनके अंडर में आते हैं, ना कि वो तीन गुणों के अंडर में आते हैं। इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड। और उसी प्रकार से जो है भौतिक जगत के जितने भी लोग हैं वो तीन गुणों के अंदर आते हैं। हम लोगों ने समझा था किस तरीके से। एंड आज जो हम समझेंगे वो समझेंगे बेसिकली जो जो भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त है वो बिल्कुल विपरीत होते हैं नॉर्मल लोगों के। दे आर लाइक कृष्णा ओनली हु इज अबव थ्री मोड्स, प्रकृति के तीन गुणों से जो ऊपर है बिल्कुल। So just a minute, I'll share. Yes, so we were here, we were discussing this thing. So we were understanding that we should be fearful of the material enjoyment. Any kind of material enjoyment you touch, then you will be getting so much poisonous dukkha also with that, right? So हम उसको अमृत समझ के उसको पीना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उसके साथ बहुत सारा विष रूपी दुख आ जाता है। तो अब कल जो भी हमने समझा उसके अगेंस्ट, उसके विपरीत उल्टा जो प्योर डिवोटी का जीवन है वो बिल्कुल विपरीत रहता है। सो प्योर डिवोटी का जो लाइफ है दैट्स नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू थ्री मोड्स ऑफ मटेरियल नेचर। And we may sometimes feel that he is getting from previous life also, right? The things which are happening in the life of a pure devotee, they are either because of three modes of material nature or due to previous life's action. But no. So just like when we sleep in tamoguna. When we do any activity, we feel like it's under rajoguna, right? But when they sleep, they can remain Krishna conscious fully even while sleeping. Yes. Just like ध्रुव महाराज का एग्जाम्पल आता है। ध्रुव महाराज ही वॉज डूइंग तपस्या, उन्होंने सांस लेना भी छोड़ दिया, लेकिन स्टिल ही वॉज रिमेम्बरिंग कृष्णा। अगर हम सांस लेना बंद कर दें तो हम लोग की हालत खराब हो जाएगी, राइट? समटाइम पीपल दे डू अनुलोम विलोम, जिसमें सांस अंदर रखना होता है कुछ देर के लिए, कुछ देर के लिए सांस बाहर रखना होता है। तो जब सांस अंदर रखते हैं दैट इज स्टिल लिटिल कंफर्टेबल, क्योंकि हमारे अंदर ऑक्सीजन है। लेकिन जब वो सांस बाहर छोड़ते हैं कंप्लीटली, so it becomes like even 2 second 5 second 10 seconds become very difficult कि सांस को बाहर निकाले रखना। और जब सांस अंदर ले लेते हैं तो ऑक्सीजन खत्म हो जाती है, तो भी वैसी हालत हो जाती है। so people become completely disturbed when they get drowned in the water, रिवर के अंदर। तो बहुत ही हिम्मत लगा के आदमी कितनी देर अपनी सांस रोक सकता है, 1 मिनट 2 मिनट, उसके बाद उसको सांस लेनी पड़ेगी एंड देन होल वाटर गोज इनसाइड। The person is completely disturbed and is not able to breathe. उसी तरीके से चैतन्य महाप्रभु, he is fainting, he is falling sometime when he is dancing on the streets of Jagannath. जाते थे निद्रा, we must understand. So and that of an ordinary karmi. So when we are Krishna conscious, जितना हम कृष्णा कॉन्शियस रहते हैं उतना ही ज्यादा हम कृष्णा से connected रहते हैं, इवन while स्लीपिंग या और कोई एक्टिविटी करते हुए, चाहे कोई भी एक्टिविटी करें हम इस संसार में. हरदास ठाकुर, you see, he was not disturbed even when he was whipped because he was thinking of Krishna. 22 बाजारों में हरदास ठाकुर को कोड़ों से मारा जा रहा था, तो जल्लाद बोल रहे कि हमारे हाथ छलनी हो गए, आपको कोई ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ा, इनफैक्ट आप अभी भी भगवान के नाम का जप कर रहे हैं. तो यहाँ पर इससे फर्स्ट थिंग इज हरदास ठाकुर काइंड ऑफ डिवोटी, दे आर टोटली आउट ऑफ द बॉडीली कॉन्सेप्ट, है ना, बॉडीली कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्कुल परे है. दूसरा, कृष्णा, he is taking all those miseries which are given to his devotee completely upon him when he sees his devotees are in trouble. And in fact, one more thing, that these kind of devotees, when they are completely pure, then any miseries or happiness which is coming in their life is not connected to their past activities, कि कोई past में कोई कर्मा रह गया है उसकी वजह से वो हो रहा है. Because Krishna is telling, as soon as you surrender to me, then I remove all your karmas. कर्माणि निर्दयन्ति किंतु च भक्ति वाजम कर्माणि धारयते, लेकिन भक्ति से वो सारे बर्न हो जाते हैं. So whatever miseries they are getting, Krishna tells in Bhagavatam, हरिष्ये तद्दनं शनैः यस्य अनुग्रहणामि, मेरी कृपा है, ये मेरी क्या है, कृपा है, ताकि वो भक्त मेरे और करीब आ सके. So हरदास ठाकुर, then he was thrown inside the water, वो नदी में फेंक दिया गया और नदी में वो 3 दिन तक पानी के अंदर डूबे रहे. Still when he came to the bank of that river, he started walking. So pure devotee means he can be doing any activity. He may be, you may drown him inside the water, you may not give him anything to eat, or he may be eating so much, no problem. Malpua, laddu, kheer, marmarti, balushai, and any other thing, whatever he is doing, that is completely still his Krishna conscious. So that activity is completely justified. Still thinking about Krishna, you see. Just like another example comes of this, you can say, प्रहलाद महाराज जो है, उनको still he was remembering Krishna so much that nothing worried him actually, कुछ भी उनको चिंता नहीं दिया, and that's why he was protected completely. And Rishabdev, similarly, he smeared the stool over his body, all over his body, and that stool he smeared so that आसपास के लोग आके उनको डिस्टर्ब ना करें करके. That's why he used to do that thing. And in fact, not disturbance also, he was completely, इतना ज्यादा भगवान में खोए हुए थे कि उनको कुछ पता ही नहीं रहता था, जो भी चीज रहता था वहीं पे लेट ले आते थे, कहीं पे भी खा लेते थे, कहीं पे भी सो लेते थे, कहीं पे भी अपना स्टूल पास कर लेते थे. He was like that. What he is doing, he was not aware actually. That is why he was completely in samadhi. So seeing someone, ना particularly जो devotees हैं, उनकी करंट स्टेटस को देख के हमें उनको जज नहीं करना चाहिए. We should judge them by ears, not by the eyes. जब हमको आईज के थ्रू जज करना शुरू कर देते हैं, so we may commit offenses. That is our philosophy. So judge them what they speak, plus how much they have realized that knowledge, कितना उन्होंने उस knowledge को realize किया है, right? So like that, a devotee, he may be sleeping 24 hours, no problem. Out of 24 hours, he may be sleeping 24 hours. He may be brahmachari, he may be grahastha, he may be vanaprastha, he may be having 10 wives also. He may be having hundreds of wives, but still he's thinking about Krishna. He may be involved, in fact, with all his wife in sexual intercourse. Still he is fully Krishna conscious. So like that, a pure devotee's actions are very difficult to be judged by common man. That's why Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Vijaniya. वैष्णव की क्रिया मुद्रा को जज करना मतलब बहुत ही खतरनाक है. You should not judge the activities of a pure devotee because you may commit offenses, right? Sometimes devotees are seen, pure devotees, just like Prabhupada ji. आज प्रभुपाद जी का डिसअपियरेंस डे है, त्रयोभाव दिवस आप सभी को पता होगा। आई होप सभी ने फास्टिंग किया होगा दोपहर के 12 बजे तक। सो जो है Prabhupada was involved in making such a big temples. Some people may comment कि what kind of sannyasi he is. He is engaged in making such big buildings. So it looks like he is under passion. रजोगुण में है वो, लेकिन वो रजोगुण कदापि नहीं है। तो जो भी भक्त करता है प्रकृति के तीनों गुणों से ऊपर रह के करता है। तो प्रकृति के तीन उनके गुण उनके ऊपर काम नहीं कर रहे हैं तो वो रजोगुण तमोगुण सतोगुण में कैसे रह सकते हैं, या पिछले जन्म के कर्म उन पर कैसे एक्ट कर सकते हैं। They are totally out of the laws of material nature. They are totally out of the any kind of karma, any kind of moods of material nature, any kind of control of the material nature over there. They are just like Krishna, almost कृष्ण के जैसे ही हैं। पूरी तरीके से लॉज एक्चुअली उनके हिसाब से काम करना शुरू कर देते हैं। सो इन्हीं परिस्थितियों में जो एक साधारण व्यक्ति होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा सफर करता है। जस्ट लाइक प्रभुपाद जी, आई विल शो यू दैट वीडियो। प्रभुपाद जी he did not eat anything for 2-3 months altogether। और ऐसा नहीं कि उनको खा नहीं सकते थे, he did not wish to eat, he was naturally so much engaged in thoughts of Krishna that he left eating naturally. It was not by force he is not eating. Once it happened so that when Prabhupada decided that I have to leave my body now, I have to go into samadhi, so devotees they went and Prabhupada ji ने एक डिवोटी ब्रह्मानंद प्रभु उनसे पूछा, अच्छा ये बताओ चला भी जाऊं तो उसके बाद ये सोसाइटी रन हो सकती है क्या? So ब्रह्मानंद out of humbleness and Prabhupada जी का मुंह जान के he told कि yes Prabhupada, आपने इतना अच्छा सोसाइटी बनाया है, डिवोटीज को इतना रेस्पॉन्सिबल बनाया है, सोसाइटी कैन रन स्टिल। बट अगेन इन द सेम मोमेंट ही रियलाइज हिज मिस्टेक। प्रभुपाद जी बहुत एश्योर्ड हो गए, ओह थैंक यू सो मच, नाउ आई कैन लीव माय बॉडी, आई कैन डाई। Although pure devotee never die, but after humbleness they tell like that. So then he realized his mistake. Then he immediately goes to other god brothers, and other god brothers they actually became very sorrow, है ना, very sad कि आपने क्या बोल दिया है, you should not have told like that to Srila Prabhupada। हम लोग तो इतना कोशिश कर रहे हैं प्रभुपाद जी को रिवाइव करने के लिए, because they were trying कि Prabhupada you eat something, you take some juice, you take some fruits, you take something, but but Prabhupada was not wishing। In fact प्रभुपाद जी ने प्रेयर्स करने से मना कर दिया खुद के लिए कि you do prayers for me, जबकि उन्होंने 1968 में devotees when they were completely shattered because Prabhupada had third heart attack, so Prabhupada gave them Narsimha prayers and he told that you pray to Narsimha and Krishna कि मेरे गुरु ने, my spiritual master, he has not yet finished his movement, his task, so please keep him still with us। But this time Prabhupada did not give that kind of prayer, because he was telling that now it was not only the wish of Krishna, it was my wish also। पहले क्या था, पहले कृष्णा का विश था, साथ में खुद का भी विश था कि I should stay back so that I can spread this movement, but Prabhupada was now it has been spreaded nicely, now I should go। So devotees were requesting so much, no Prabhupada you should not go, how will handle the things, and उससे भी ज्यादा हमें आपकी जरूरत है, so you cannot leave like this। But Prabhupada told, see, I will not follow your order, I will follow the order of Krishna। So Prabhupada, Krishna चाहते हैं कि ऐसा है, then we'll pray to Krishna। Then he told, you don't pray like that, exactly I don't remember the words, but prayers were something like that, oh Krishna, if you wish then please keep our spiritual master with us only for at least some more years, 20 years, 30 years, like that। So that prayer Prabhupada then finally recommended when devotees were so much requesting to Srila Prabhupada कि नहीं Prabhupada आप जो है somehow that please stay back with us। Then Prabhupada agreed after a long time, maybe after 1 or 1.5 months. So then, पर पहले की प्रेयर में, इस प्रेयर में क्या अंतर था? पहले प्रभुपाद जी बोल रहे, you pray that my spiritual master has not finished the task of this bhakti movement, so please allow him to live some more time. But this time Prabhupada was very much clear, so he did not allow these prayers. In fact, he allowed that if you wish, O Krishna. And this was, then devotees again came to Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, we are praying to Krishna, and whatever Krishna wishes, that is your wish also, I think. So it means you also don't want to stay. Prabhupada, he is very much loving all the disciples, so he can't say that I want to go. He told, no. Actually, this is not just my wish, this is Krishna's wish. Then Prabhupada, we can pray, we can please, you only pray to Krishna. Then they started telling like that. Agar aap bolenge, then Krishna cannot, he will not actually disappoint you. He will not actually take your wish otherwise. आप उनसे प्रार्थना करेंगे, वो टालेंगे नहीं कुल मिला के. Then Prabhupada, just they were very much like that. All devotees, so much they started crying and all that. Then Prabhupada told, okay, if you wish like that, then I'll pray to Krishna. Give me some time. After 1 day or 2 days, again they came, and Prabhupada was finally agreed. Okay, if you all are saying, so I have wished now that I'll stay for some more time. Then devotees are very happy, and immediately they brought 1 glass of juice, this angur ka juice jo rehta hai. They brought angur ka juice, and then unki jo sister hai, she was also there only. So Prabhupada used to like her dishes very much. So she cooked, I don't remember exactly, kuch maine cook kiya, some khichdi or something like that. Prabhupada did very little. And then he started just some fruit juices only in the beginning. But again, after 3-4 days, 5 days, 6 days, or 10 days, something like that, his mood changed. He told, see, actually now I have to leave. So now don't force me anymore. He decided like that again. So now devotees are again under this thing. They requested, but Prabhupada did not allow that request to go further anymore. He was very strict that don't please force me now. So it's the desire of Krishna, it's my desire also. So I have to leave now. So you can see that pure devotees, they are completely out of the laws of material nature. If they wish, they can leave their body at any time. If they wish, they cannot leave their body. They can live for some more years or many years if they wish. Just like Hardas Thakur, उनको 22 बाजारों में मारा गया, प्रहलाद महाराज को इतना ट्रबल दे गया. But Prabhupada tells about his spiritual master. Actually मेरे जो गुरु हैं वो और ज्यादा जी सकते थे, he could have lived more, लेकिन उन्होंने अपने शिष्यों का जो है, उनका जो है व्यवहार, उनके सारा जो नेचर वो देख के अपनी बॉडी को जल्दी छोड़ दिया. So this is called pure devotees who are out of the 3 modes of material nature, who are out of the karma cycle, who are out of the laws of material nature. But ordinary person is completely under the laws of material nature. It's completely under the laws of material nature. So what we try to do is basically we are under the control of material nature, but हम लोग मूर्खतावश माया में आके प्रकृति के इन 3 गुणों को भी, और particularly कुछ matter को, which is controlled by Maya Devi. Actually, we try to control this matter, particularly big scientists. They are trying to control the laws of material nature. And why is it happening? Because Maya Devi has controlled them. They are thinking हम लोग रन कर रहे हैं सारा कुछ, हम लोग जो है सारी चीजें कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं मम माया दुरत्या. It's not possible. And like that, when they are not becoming successful in getting those things which they really want, they are coming under depression. और depression बढ़ रहा है, day by day बढ़ रहा है. He's thinking that I will enjoy like this, I'll watch a movie, then I'll be happy. But after watching a movie, he feels frustrated. One student, one Prabhu was actually telling me कि उनका कोई student touch में है. He told to Prabhu कि I am fond of watching movies. So one day, actually, I watched a movie, and this movie was not very good. So I became frustrated, and after that movie, I watched again 2 movies immediately, and I was even more frustrated. So this is called material nature. दैवी एष गुणमयी मम माया तुरतया. तो आप मटेरियल नेचर को कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, लेकिन मटेरियल नेचर के कंट्रोल में आ रहे हैं. Because now why it's happening? Because Krishna is controlling this material nature through Durga Devi. So how we can win over Krishna? Never ever we can win over Krishna. So just by trying to control the material nature, we are increasing our sins. हम लोग हमारे पाप को बढ़ा रहे हैं. हमारी इंडिपेंडेंस जो नेचर है उसको बढ़ा रहे हैं मटेरियल एंजॉयमेंट करके. And we are trying to come out of the cycle of birth and death, but we are becoming more and more entangled. So the whole thing is that we should try to avoid the plans for material enjoyment जो हम लोग बनाते हैं, फालतू के plans बनाने का जो हमारा शौक है, that we should leave. We should not make our own plans for the material enjoyment. And in fact, we should plan according to the desire of a pure devotee. हमारे जीवन के जो हमारे जो प्रभुपाद हैं उनके हिसाब से, कृष्णा के हिसाब से हमारे जीवन में हमें प्लान बना रहे हैं. ऑफ कोर्स देयर कैन बी वेरी वेरी बिग चैलेंजेस, बट दैट विल फाइनली गिव अस रिलीफ फ्रॉम द मटेरियल नेचर. सो द फाइनल थिंग इज दैट यू कैन अवॉइड द मिजरीज ऑफ मटेरियल नेचर बाय सरेंडरिंग टू कृष्णा, by surrendering to Krishna. And how much time it takes, and is it dependent on our destiny? No. Surrender to Krishna is not at all dependent on our destiny, karma, all these things. Spiritual life is completely out of the cycle of karma, actually. Now, one more important thing is that progress in spiritual life. Some people receive the progress very fast, some people they progress little slow. So Prabhupada tells that it is relative world here. So just like अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन का जो है ना रिलेटिव थ्योरी है, that हम लोगों का जो जीवन है वो हो सकता है 100 साल हम फील करें, लेकिन वो जीवन चींटी को कितना लगेगा, 10,000 1 लाख साल लगेगा. वही सेम जीवन हम लोगों के लिए कोई डिस्टेंस 1 सेंटीमीटर है, 1 मीटर है, वो किसी कीटाणु के लिए, चींटी के लिए हो सकता है 1000 मील लगे, 1000 किलोमीटर लगे इनफैक्ट. तो उसी तरीके से जो है ना स्पिरिचुअल जो लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है, बहुत दूर है गोल लक्ष्य, लेकिन ये उनके लिए बहुत छोटा हो जाता है जो स्पिरिचुअली एनलाइटेंड है, जिनको गुरु की कृपा प्राप्त है. और जो सीरियस नहीं है स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में, या कम सीरियस है, मीडियम लेवल पे सीरियस है, तो उनके लिए डिस्टेंस काफी ज्यादा लगती है. तो अगर हम देखें तो स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में जैसे ही कोई आदमी थोड़ा भी सीरियस हो जाता है, इमीडिएटली ही विल प्रोग्रेस इन लीप्स एंड बाउंड्स. बहुत जल्दी प्रोग्रेस कर देता है वो. सो इन दैट सेंस अगर देखा जाए तो स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में आगे बढ़ने का कोई फिक्स फॉर्मूला नहीं कि कितना जल्दी हम प्रोग्रेस करेंगे. जितना जल्दी आप सीरियस होंगे उतना ही जल्दी हमको कृपा मिलेगी एंड विल बिकम एनलाइटेंड. बट इतना श्योर है कि जब हमने कोई रास्ता पकड़ लिया है, देर सवेर हम उसके मंजिल तक पहुंच जाएंगे. जैसे कि वो गाड़ी है, किसी के पास मारुति 800 है, किसी के पास में एसयूवी है, किसी के पास में मर्सिडीज भी हो सकता है, किसी के पास में और भी ज्यादा रोल्स रॉयस हो सकता है. कोई बस से जा रहा, कोई एयरप्लेन से जा रहा, उसी सेम डिस्टेंस में. लेकिन सब लोग अपनी अपनी कैपेसिटी से जा रहे हैं. कोई जल्दी पहुंच रहा है, कोई लेट पहुंच रहा है, लेकिन पहुंच रहे. कोई 1 घंटे में पहुंच जा रहा है, कोई 1 दिन में पहुंच रहा है, कोई महीने भर में पहुंच रहा है. पैदल चलने वाले से महीने भर में पहुंच रहे, बट पहुंच जाएंगे, बस चलते रहना है. सो दैट सरेंडर should be there, that kind of faith should be there, and we should try to increase our number of rounds. If we are chanting 1 round, then we should chant 4 rounds. If you are chanting 4 rounds, then 8 rounds, 8 rounds, 16 rounds, like that. We should try to increase our surrender. जब तक हमारा सरेंडर नहीं बढ़ाएंगे कृष्णा के प्रति, सरेंडर केवल बोलने से नहीं, हमारी एक्टिविटीज के थ्रू, चैंटिंग को इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे हैं, रीडिंग को इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं नहीं कर रहे हैं, सो हमारी रीडिंग और हमारी चैंटिंग स्टार्टिंग स्टेज में हमारे सरेंडर को दिखाती है, कितना फेथ रख रहे हैं कृष्णा के ऊपर, कितना जल्दी हम सुबह उठ के हमारी साधना को कंप्लीट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो दिस सरेंडर एक्चुअली डिपेंड्स कंप्लीटली ऑन आवर रिलेटिव एंडेवर। कहने का मतलब ये, आप कितना एंडेवर कर रहे हैं आगे बढ़ने के लिए, so that much surrender you are able to do. So we surrendered so many people, society, boss, colleagues, employees, employer, and devatas, friends, family people. But there is no need to surrender to all these people. Just we need to surrender to Krishna. In fact, शिव जी भी बोल रहे हैं पार्वती को, आराधनाम सर्वेशम, आराधना से विष्णु आराधना, तदिया नाम समर्चर, सारी आराधनाओं में विष्णु आराधना परम, मुक्ति प्रदाता सर्वेशाम विष्णुरेव न संशयः। विष्णु ही एव केवल एकमात्र तरीका है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम विष्णु नो वन एल्स कैन गिव अस मुक्ति। Now I'll show you because today is Prabhupada's disappearance day, so I'll show you one small video about Prabhupada. It's not stopping. So just watch this for a while.
Vedanta Swami Prabhupada was a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, and therefore his entire life, including his passing from this mortal world, was a perfect example of Krishna consciousness. This video depicts his final pastimes. During his last months in Vrindavan, His Divine Grace continued to instruct his disciples, discuss the affairs of ISKCON, and translate Srimad Bhagavatam. On his request, his disciples maintained 24-hour kirtan and readings from the scriptures. Srila Prabhupada invited all his disciples to be with him as he passed the test we all must face. However, due to circumstances often beyond their control, most of his disciples were not present. Now, those who choose to can experience those precious moments. Although these scenes can be emotionally wrenching, they do depict a rare transcendental event, the last chapter in Srila Prabhupada's glorious life. The final lesson.
Out of many thousands of men, one may endeavor for perfection. And among many millions who have achieved perfection, one may be a devotee of Lord Krishna. Such a devotee who is fully peaceful is extremely rare.
Being situated in his original Krishna-conscious position, a pure devotee does not identify with the body. Such a devotee should not be seen from a materialistic point of view. Indeed, one should overlook a devotee's having a diseased or infirm body. According to ordinary vision, such imperfections may seem prominent in the body of a pure devotee. But despite such seeming defects, the body of a pure devotee cannot be polluted. It's exactly like the waters of the Ganges, which remain pure, although filled with bubbles, foam, and mud during the rainy season. Those who are advanced in spiritual understanding bathe in the Ganges without considering the condition of the water.
Since we cannot visually experience the presence of the Supersoul, out of his immense compassion, the Supersoul appears before us as a pure devotee, the spiritual master. Such a spiritual master is as worshipable as Krishna is, for in his dealings there are no activities but those of transcendental loving service to the Lord.
The verdict of all revealed scriptures is that by even a moment's association with a pure devotee, one can attain all success. That moment is human society's greatest treasure.
Seeing the spiritual master with devotion and reverence is the perfection of one's eyesight. Touching his lotus feet is the perfection of the sense of touch. And glorifying his qualities is the tongue's real activity.
And he says, karma, karma hetu.
Karma hetu, if we engage in devotional service, we get a different nature. And if we engage in the business of sense gratification, with little children.
And then that karma is tad dehopalabdhi hetu.
Yeah. And according to the association of different nature, we get a body. Karanam gunasangasya satasat janmajoni. Therefore, we should always seek good association, devotee association. Then on life will be successful.
And then last it says the gunas, satvadayo, jnana vikshepa moha hetavaha.
Jnana, if we live with good association, then we cultivate knowledge. That means association. A man is known by his company. So, if we have the chance of association with devotees, then our character, nature become different. By hearing, by discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, this Rajagun Tamagun are subdued. Then Satagun remains. Nashtaprayasya avadve Nishtam Bhagavatasya. Then Satagun Tamagun cannot do us harm. Therefore, varnashram dharma is so essential that people remain in sattva. Tamagun, rajagun, rajastama bhava increases lust and greediness, and that implicates the living entity to exist in this material world in many, many forms. That is very dangerous. Therefore, they should be brought into Sattvagun, that is establishment of varnashram dharma. How to bring people in Sattvagun Brahminical qualification, very neat and clean, rise early in the morning, say Mangalarati in this way, to stay in Sattvagun.
The body, mind, and senses of the pure devotee acting only for the satisfaction of the Lord, are transcendental and are taken charge of by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being awake to his constitutional position, the pure devotee is situated in Samadhi, the highest perfectional stage of yoga. Being fully absorbed in devotional service, he does not care what is going on with the external body. Such a confidential devotee of the Lord sees in every moment, even a most difficult moment, the special mercy of the Lord.
Pure devotees are themselves places of pilgrimage. Because of their purity, they are constant companions of the Lord, and therefore they can purify even places of pilgrimage. For such a pure devotee, there is no difference between living and dying, because in this life he engages in pure devotional service, and after giving up his body, he engages in the same service in the spiritual world. Thus, his devotional service is never hindered, nor does he perceive the pangs of death. The pure devotee does not forget Lord Krishna, even for a moment, and Lord Krishna never forgets his devotee.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Every learned man knows very well that attachment for the material world is the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But that same attachment, when applied to the spiritual master, opens the door of liberation.
The spiritual master's eternal occupation is to expand the service of the Lord by training his disciples in a service attitude. This service attitude, along with knowledge of Krishna, is such a great gift that it is impossible to repay the benefactor.
Our dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because our association with material desires, one after another, we were gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant, Srila Prabhupada, kindly accepted us as his followers and instructed us how to achieve the transcendental position. Therefore, our first duty is to serve him. How could we leave his service?
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we could see in this video that how much Srila Prabhupada was still remembering Krishna, even in his last moment, which was very difficult for anyone to remember, right? Because that time it is told that thousands of scorpions एक साथ अगर हमको खाएं कितना दर्द होगा, एक ही बिच्छू को खाने में बहुत ज्यादा दर्द होता है, but still because Prabhupada is so much close to Krishna that we cannot even imagine. जैसे कि बताया जा रहा था कि he is working on his constitutional position actually. तो उनको रिकॉग्नाइज करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मेरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोजीशन क्या है. इज ऑलवेज लिबरेटेड, इज टोटली अंडर लिबरेटेड कंडीशन. तो वो जब आते हैं वो तभी भी लिबरेटेड है, वो यहाँ पर कोई एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं तभी भी लिबरेटेड है, और उसके बाद में भी लिबरेटेड. So it's our great fortune that we are under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, who's direct companion of Krishna. आध्यात्मिक जगत में कृष्णा के बहुत ही ज्यादा क्लोज है. So he came here just to elevate our consciousness. So we should also try to serve him as much as possible and try to repay his debt.